I'd just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier.
It's week 7 of the NFL, and we'll see Deontay Johnson. He's got a lot of momentum coming off a 160-yard game last week. It's the Steelers and the Dolphins on Sunday night primetime.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Harden. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense making its way out, and we get a look at the player drafted to succeed Ben Roethlisberger as the franchise's quarterback. Knows a lot about the city. He's a rookie out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here are the Dolphins now with excellent field position to start things out. And bringing them out is a Pro Bowler back in the 2015 campaign. He's now approaching a decade in the league. Is Teddy Bridgewater.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly. You might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Bridgewater. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away.
but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw here taken in by Boykin. 7 yards there and a first down. Pickett to throw on first down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, just a really crisp, clean effort, well over 100 yards receiving.
But didn't you feel like he needed a hug when we talked with him this week?
Oh, because he wanted the touchdowns.
He wanted the touchdowns. He was all depressed after that performance. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You were brilliant. He's like, yeah, but I didn't get in the end zone. He must have heard from the fantasy players on that one.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Pickett now on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 36. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Open man completes it to Claypool. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Back to throw, Pickett. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side with Harris. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks in the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Running on 1st down with Gaskin. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The rushing numbers for Gaskin last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Gaskin again on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
You see that celebration from him after that stop? Those corners don't normally have the chance to get behind the line of scrimmage and hand them big losses. So when he got that opportunity, he certainly made it a memorable one.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. On their side of midfield at the 47. Harris will start the drive out. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked out by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Tua Tagovailoa and the Dolphins offense heading back out. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. From midfield, here's Tua. He'll leave that one for Gaskin. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Tua going to hand this to Gaskin. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Gaskin. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the 1st half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the 1st half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. His throw incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 for look to throw it here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. Flushed. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. And this offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Watch out for Hill on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A play fake for Gasket. Now Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Gasket. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue. The Dolphins sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. And
I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At the 45. Following the fumble recovery. Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw again on second down. Pickett. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush. And then got back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Here's a toss right side for Gaskin. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Harris running straight ahead. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They hand this off to Harris. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tua now on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to pass. Tua. That one going to be caught by his running back, Gaskin. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting in the end zone, he's still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just outside his own goal line. Olszewski now to return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Complete. It's Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Pickett sets up play action. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are back within a score. coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will shrink to 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start here with Gaskin. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4 is now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. On the return is Olszewski. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another
drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He gets this one to Johnson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Pickett. Being chased out left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Pickett will look to throw it here. Caught on the slant. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball positioned?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Miami set to take over. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter. That was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead as they begin this drive 1st and 10, trying to forget about that loss last week to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
There is simply no bringing Harris along slowly as a rookie for the Steelers. He was one of 2 NFL backs with over 300 carries and led all NFL running backs with 74 catches. Along the way, he set several Pittsburgh rookie records.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. On 2nd and 9, Pickett. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A give to Harris. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run again with Harris. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Harris going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Now Tua. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup.
They'll run out of the gun with Gaskin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete.
Gaskin will try it up the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Here's Tua. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
The Steelers feel if anyone is on the verge of a breakout season, it's Alex Highsmith. He's shown plenty of flashes, which included 6 sacks last season. Now he just needs to put it all together.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out come the Steelers. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Pickett. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Pickett. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know if they pick up the first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. Tua. He completes it to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's the gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give, and Gaskin will try the left side. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He'll leave that one for Gaskin. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Oh, what a juke into space. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He'll drop this one underneath to Gaskin. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they've run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They run again with Harris. And some room to roam now. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Harris. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the ground, it's Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Pickett back to throw. And that is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 8. 1:36 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
That's caught by Wilson, and he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa. Gaskin with a completion. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. He'll swing this out wide to Gaskin. But all came down to one final jump ball on the Hail Mary, but partner, the defense was ready, able to force it to be incomplete. Ball game over.